I am concerned, I'm disappointed, and I think this is a horrible standard to be set. I do not want to see AT&T do this. I do not want to see Verizon do this. I don't want to see T-Mobile doing it, but unfortunately, this is where we are. We have the company that just told us they have the best network in the United States. They have the best network is what they said. They can't give you a full version of Google Maps. They can't give you a full version of AccuWeather. They can't give you a full version of WhatsApp, which they are sinking tons of money, resources. They have this partnership. They are branding it. They are marketing it. It's driving up the cost to take it to market, but they want to give you the weakest, lowest. Welcome back to the SMT YouTube channel. We appreciate you guys for stopping in for this one. This one's going to be good. Could get a little spicy because I know some people out there who do watch some of my videos, and I appreciate everybody who views and watches and engages in the comment section. I want to give you all a shout out for that. But there are some folks who are objectively emotional and have connections, strange, unusual affinities for companies. But we'll just deal with it, right? Anyways, T-Mobile is launching officially out of beta their TSatellite services in just a few weeks. I think the date for the out of beta launch is going to be July 23rd. We got that news. We did the video yesterday. We're really happy about that. It's very exciting. The evolution of networking across all these different possibilities, right? No cell coverage, no native terrestrial coverage. Satellite's got you covered as a backup plan. It's always going to be a backup plan. It is never going to be a primary form of connectivity. That is just the reality of it, right? So July 23rd, if you want to pay for the TSatellite service, you can. I think it's launching at $10 a month. I think also it's going to include messaging, which is how it's been utilized in beta, but it's also going to have calling, which is amazing and fantastic, and we're probably more happy about that than everything, right? So that's all exciting. And then October 1st, you're going to see data connectivity on TSatellite, which is probably the most exciting thing and the most important thing. Because when you have data, that means you can do all things, right? So the video calls, the phone call, the, apps that you might require, Google Maps, Apple Maps, weather applications, social media apps, anything you need to do through like the X platform or the meta-based companies like WhatsApp or Facebook, like all that becomes a standard. Like you can do that across anywhere in the world, right? Regardless of the terrain, regardless of the location. Your device can get to the sky, view of the sky, you got connectivity. Now, where I want to go with this is very, very simple, a very simple destination, and why I made this video. T-Mobile is inviting app developers to reach out, email, and start working on versions of apps that will be compatible with the network, the TSatellite connectivity access. So here's why this is very dangerous and a slippery slope. This is a submission. This is a tap out. This is, I'd say confirmation that the TSatellite connectivity is going to be so limited in the capacity and the throughput and just usability. What T-Mobile is doing by saying and admitting to this is we need you to produce such a dumbed down limited version of your app that it may be able to run on some level with like under a half a megabit per second. And this admission that I have very strong conviction. This is an admission that their connectivity is going to be so limited, so basic, so minuscule, that it will not, at least with reliability, be able to run full-fledged version of applications, which typically only require a few megabits per second to run anyway. So my concern is T-Mobile is priming folks, including the developers, letting them know the standards must be brought down so low. The expectations must be so low. We need you to develop apps or versions of apps. We need you to put in resources, time, effort, labor to make apps that could run with under a 0.5 megabit per second or less. I am concerned. I am disappointed. And I think this is a horrible standard to be set. I do not want to see AT&T do this. I do not want to see Verizon do this. I don't want to see T-Mobile doing it. But unfortunately, this is where we are. We have the company that just told us they have the best network in the United States. They have the best network is what they said. They can't give you a full version of Google Maps. They can't give you a full version of AccuWeather. They can't give you a full version of WhatsApp on their TSatellite, which they are sinking tons of money, resources. They have this partnership. They are branding it. They are marketing it. It's driving up the cost to take it to market. But they want to give you the weakest, lowest, most minuscule expectation or standard of excellence. This is the worst possible outcome that we could foresee, in my opinion. Neutered version of apps that in their full version don't even require much throughput. In my opinion, this is depressing. This is sad and a very unfortunate turn of events. I hope I am wrong. And I hope that this becomes something of the past in time. I am not happy to hear about this approach. And you may disagree. And you may think I'm, being hyperbolic. I don't know. But when you set standards low like this, it's like, you're going to do 10 push-ups. Oh, it's okay. Just do 2. I like standards of excellence. And when you rush to the market and you rush to be first and you rush to be, advertise it as the best, these are the types of things that can happen, people. When, it's like pastries, right? You can't rush the baking process. You got to follow the recipe. You got to stick to the script, right? Don't deviate, eyes on the prize. But, you're seeing it happen in front of your eyes. Do not accept this. In fact, think about it like this. You pay in the $10 a month to pay as an add-on on top of your regular service, right? Or you're moving up to a premium cost plan to have neutered version access to your device. You guys got to think about that. Think about that objectively before, people come, the T-Mobile thongs or the T-Mobile musketeers are coming for the neck. Just think about that for a second. You're the one who's going to have to pay for this or pay for the upgraded version of the plan and what have you. Before you come for me, think about those things objectively and get out of your feelings and let me know what you really believe is true. Let me know. Like, share, subscribe. Check out some more videos. Thank you guys for tuning in to watch this one. We shall see you all on the next video.